Ancient plants have been used around the world for thousands of years. Frankincense is one of the most well-known ones. There was actually a frankincense trail that was a network of trade routes that spanned over 2,000 miles. The trail included overland routes across the desert and through the seas. The frankincense trail was vital trade that connected different areas where frankincense was highly valued, including going through the Nile Valley, the Fertile Crescent, the ancient area of Mesopotamia, Egypt, Greece, Rome, and India. And these routes flourished between the 3rd century and the 3rd century BC and the 2nd century AD. So frankincense actually comes from a tree. It comes from the gum resin of a tree. So it is very hard to get compared to getting it from getting oil from a leaf or a stem or a flower or even a root. Tree oils are really much more labor intensive to be able to get, making them more valuable since it's not so easy to get them. So frankincense was valued because of its really important way that it affects the body. It really supports the body in healing and helping the body to be able to recover. It also helps with cognitive function, which means like brain function, how we think. It's also very calming, very anti-anxiety, and overall it supports our immune system. So frankincense has so many different uses, but it has been valued going all the way back through ancient times. They used it during religious practices because it was very beneficial for the mind and so that they could focus while they were meditating and praying during different religious ceremonies or different spiritual traditions. A lot of times they would burn incense in temples or religious places, and it does still help people to calm the mental chatter. Do you ever lay down and go to sleep at night and you think about all the 500 things you have to do tomorrow or the rest of the week? Well, frankincense helps to calm the mind so that people can think clearly or be able to relax and go to sleep. It's helpful when people are feeling agitated or worried. It helps to be able to soothe that. So frankincense supports our body in a cellular way also. So when people are in need of helpfulness with skin repair or wanting to stay looking more youthful, they could use it on their face. So that's very beneficial and very sought after in those ways, as well as, of course, being a pain reducer. It helps with pain and difficulty in joints and muscles and things like that too. So it's very soothing to the body overall. Frankincense was known to be found in various different ancient places, including the tombs in Egypt. There's a blend that is really beneficial that I really like a lot. It's called Balance, and in that the main ingredient is frankincense, but it also has spruce, chamomile, tansy, hoe wood, and it's very calming and soothing. It's a great one to use during the day because it's not really much of a sleepy time aroma. Instead, it helps us with focus and calming. So this is really good to be used when even when someone has muscular discomfort, but this is really good for people who are trying to be supportive to their cardiovascular system. They can use this, and it's even been known to be helpful when someone goes for a blood draw to apply it over the area. People have found that to be very soothing too. Other times when people would use frankincense or a blend with frankincense in it, such as Balance, would be if someone's dealing with with addiction because it's very calming, or if they're dealing with focus and attention problems such as study time, they could be using frankincense or a blend like Balance. So what is an essential oil? Essential oils are basically the aromatic compounds that are within a plant that benefit the plant and keep the plant very healthy and strong. And so we harness these attributes in these essential oils and are able to use them for our own benefit, for our own health. So essential oils can be used in 3 different ways. We can smell them, which would be aromatically. We can use them topically on our skin or in our hair. And we can also use them internally. Not all essential oils can be used internally. You want to make sure, first off, that any essential oil you're using, whether you're breathing it in, using it on your skin, or putting it into your body, you want to make sure that it is thoroughly scientifically tested. So make sure that you check to make sure that your oils are thoroughly tested. doTERRA goes through 11 different tests for purity and for potency. So we want to make sure of that. Next of all, the oils can be used, like I started to say, internally, which means you can put a drop in honey, or you can put them into a capsule, or you can take them in a hot cup of water like you would be drinking a hot cup of tea. So when using the essential oils, you always want to make sure that you check on the side of the bottle, and you should see on the side of the bottle that it says that it can be used for internal use as well as topical use and aromatic use. Now this one is rosemary, and this can be used internally, and you can see on here it has a supplement fact box, which means that it could be used internally. But always make sure you read your label. Not all plants are meant to be ingested. So safety first. Now, what is a proper amount to use when somebody is using essential oils? Well, if we're putting a drop on our hand to breathe in through our nose, 1 drop is really all you need. If you're using maybe 2 different oils, peppermint and frankincense together are a wonderful combination to wake up and focus. So that would be 2 drops, rub them together between your hands, breathe them in, relax and exhale. Do that 3 to 4 times. Another great thing to do is to use a diffuser, such as this one here. See if I can bring it around so that you can see it. And so this one here, I can open up and I can put water inside, and then I put the lid back on and I push the appropriate buttons, and I can use it aromatically that way. It can go into the room and smell wonderful. Nothing is burning, and it has an automatic shut off. When the water is out of there, then it just shuts off. So in there I would use about 4 drops of essential oil and about to the fill line, less than 1 inch of water in there. And so a very slight mist would go into the room. That is a great way to have a delightful fragrance, as well as using it for other benefits. So topically, when we use oils topically, we can use oils, sometimes we can use them neat, such as lavender. We could just take a drop, this is not lavender, and put it on our hand, maybe put it on a bee sting, a bug bite, or something like that for its soothing properties. But we could also make a roller bottle. So in that case, we would put our carrier oil and our essential oil into the bottle, put on a roller top, snap that on, and I talk more about this in other videos, and then label it. And so we could apply frankincense that way. So those are great ways to use the oils. That's the 3 ways: aromatically, topically, and internally. But like I said, safety first, always read your labels. So next we're going to talk about cassia. So cassia is very, very similar in many ways to cinnamon. In fact, when people smell cassia, they often think they're smelling cinnamon. And a lot of times when you go to buy cinnamon in the store, you're actually not buying Ceylon cinnamon, you're actually buying cassia, and they do that because it's much less expensive and people don't know the difference a lot of the times. But when it comes to your health, there are different properties that the cinnamon has as opposed to the cassia. Cassia was historically used as a spice. It helps to promote healthy digestion as well as healthy cardiovascular function. You can combine it together with lemon and even ginger to make a nice little beverage and to be able to drink that as a hot beverage, and that is really, really delicious. So that would be cassia. Cinnamon, on the other hand, is very similar in so many ways, and it's been studied for its benefits. So it helps to balance blood sugar levels, so it's definitely beneficial in assisting with that. It helps to promote healthy cholesterol levels, and it also has antimicrobial properties. It helps to repel bugs and things like that too, but it's a very expensive way to do it. We have many different oils that are much less expensive for that. Cinnamon also provides antioxidant support and helps people to just have an overall feeling of well-being. So if you have a hot cup of cinnamon peppermint tea or cinnamon ginger tea with lemon or